Welcome back, friends. It's Lisa. Today, I would like to take you back to where we left off before I explained the school dynamic. Now, the rest of the students are about to arrive. We think we're ready for the change that's about to happen, but are we really ready? We had no idea. So, I'm going to try to not say so many times. Forgive me. We did not know what change we were really expecting. We did not know what that meant for us, who had just started settling into that strange environment. Us, who were very homesick. So we're about to find out. We were consoled that the students that were coming were already used to the school. They were second level to fifth level, right? So they already knew what was going on in the school. So maybe they will be nice to us. Maybe they will give us some encouragement and guidance. Maybe they'll be like big sisters and brothers that we can look up to. Just maybe. So they started arriving and we just watched as they trickled in and filled our dorms. They had already been assigned their dorms. So some of them had the same dorms from the year before and some of them had new dorms. So the dorms were now pretty full. The beds were made. That evening, as we got ready for dinner, we heard the bell. After the bell, we noticed that the senior students started taking positions in a line from the dorm gate all the way to the cafeteria. We're not sure what was happening. Then, all we heard was shouting, "Run up, run up, run up," almost like banging sounds. All of them were shouting, clapping for us to run up, and of course we're completely confused. So we just watched as the other students started picking up their stuff, dressing up really quickly and running. What was happening? We didn't know what was going on. So in all that confusion, we pick up our plates, we are running quickly, and then just so much chaos. Well, we had to run to the cafeteria. Mind you, as we're running, the senior students are yelling to continue running. It was like you couldn't stop. Just continue running. My chest was paining. A lot of people were crying. We're confused. And once you slow down, you just receive a slap on your back to continue, keep going. So that was the first shocker. There was just so much chaos. We're running from the girls' dorm all the way to the cafeteria, crying, and the senior students were having so much fun. They were yelling, slapping people, laughing. And our chest, for me, that's the first time I noticed that when I ran that fast, I had pain in my chest and just so much burning. Once in the cafeteria that evening, there was so much yelling as we were asked to shut up, stand up, close our eyes, bow down our heads, and clap as we welcomed the senior prefect, also known as the president of the school body, right? It was obvious that the torture had actually started, and just without warning. So while we were still trying to understand what was going on, we were now made to worship a human student. What in the world was happening here? Before we could say Jack Robinson, someone had been called up for talking. It was more of a scapegoat to exercise power and make us know our place. So the poor child was asked to stand as a senior student stood up on the stage and then jumped down with a huge slap on that child's back. That's what they called sore back. That was the name for it. Myself and my classmates at this point were shaking. The senior students were yelling back and forth the cafeteria as the senior prefect, known as the president, was making a speech telling us exactly what we were going to experience and exactly what kind of things were expected from us. We're just speaking big words, inflicting so much fear and pain. That child was on the floor crying. At this point, the torture was just so much. We were shaking, and then all of a sudden they tell us, you have 10 counts to finish your food. I mean, who was going to eat? We were shaking. Fear had gripped us so badly. Man, who was expected to eat at this point when not eating your food was also going to be tantamount to punishment? The fear and the terror had just begun, guys. So much more to come. Let's stop here. Until next time, stay curious, my friends. Stay curious. Thank you.